We track storms to alert you first. This is KIMT Storm Team 3, weather coverage you can count on.
Oh, welcome back, my friends. We got sunshine here still in Rochester over Highway 52. I'm going to leave us on for just a moment, though, because you could probably see the clouds are moving very quickly and the camera bouncing around a little bit. That is due in part to the winds. The wind's strong now, but they look to get even stronger as a cold front comes our way, all attached to the same system that's planning on bringing us some rain. Hard to believe when you see that beautiful blue sky. Temperatures have really responded to not just the southern winds, but that sunshine. We're at 55 degrees right now in Mason City, Charles City, 53 in Rochester. So most likely today will be another record-breaking day when it comes to temps. But I'm just so focused on not just the temperatures, but the winds and that rain chance. And then as we get into the weekend, the temperatures start to drop down. So a lot to talk about. Let's touch on the winds real quick. You can see them very quickly coming in from the south. 38-mile-per-hour sustained winds right now in Rochester. A little less in Mason City at 25, 26 in Austin. It is blowing strong out there. I do want to point out the blue a little further to the west, indicating that cooler temperatures are certainly on the way, so enjoy it while we've got it now. It's hard to step outside when a wind advisory remains in effect until 6 p.m. this evening. So we'll be dealing with these winds through the evening commute, this lunch commute here, with gusts up to 45 miles per hour possible. This is just a look at the next 7 hours and what we can expect. Luckily, as we do get into the evening, the winds do start to calm down. It's still going to be a bit breezy on our Friday, but it's really just the afternoon we're watching for when it comes to the winds. Wind speeds in the white, gusts there in the gray. All right, moving on to satellite and radar, let's talk some rain. Right now, clouds starting to make their way into the area. They're not the thickest quite yet, especially over places like Mason City, but beginning to thicken up further the west we go. Not surprising because that's where we're finding the activity. This cold front moving quick, attached to the system, ready to bring us the rain. I did not change timing because timing still looks to stay relatively the same. We're looking around 3 p.m. finally beginning to move into our area, going over places like 35, entering into Albert Lee. Then we're going to go into the evening commute. This is around 5 p.m., a bit more widespread there, and we'll give it a few more hours and it finally starts to move. So it's quick moving, but it's still going to take its time to get to us. That was, of course, the rain, a rumble of thunder possible with that as we keep an eye on this. Over the course of the last 3 days, we've seen this light green color, the level 0 severe risk, continue to push further and further eastward. Once again, not surprising, maybe picking up a little more energy as it starts to cross the Mississippi. Where we're seeing this green color, that's indicating a level 1 threat for severe weather. So the severe weather risk is still further to the south for us. We just might hear those rumbles of thunder and also deal with the winds. Moving over to the 7-day forecast now, where the weekend is always in view. And Annalise, we were talking about the cooler temperatures. We're going to go from 50s back to 30s here as we enter into Friday and the weekend. It is going to be a bit of a shock to our system, but it's also still above average for February.
I've been wearing my fall coat, and I'm definitely going to take my winter coat back out.
I'm not looking forward to that. More coats to hang on the rack. I just cleaned them up a week ago.
That was a mistake.
It was indeed. I'm a meteorologist. I should have known this.
Thanks, Sarah.
Of course.